Hello friends, we're reading yet again. Today we're reading Zack's Alligator by Shirley Mozelle with pictures by James Watts. Okay. A big box came in the mail for Zack. You see?
With the crocodile.
It's fun getting packages, right? It was from Zack's Uncle Jim in Florida. Zack shook the box. What could it be, he wondered. He untied the bow and ripped off the paper. There was another box inside the box. He picked up that box and he lifted the lid. You see? He lifted the box and I was looking inside. Inside was an alligator keychain with a note from Uncle Jim. It said, "Dear Zack, here's a present for you. Have fun. Love, your Uncle Jim. P.S. Water Bridget." Zack held up the keychain. This must be Bridget, he said. Zack put Bridget in the sink and turned on the faucet. It's fun to get a package from a loved one. Sometimes it's just a letter. Other times it might have gifts, maybe art. I'll have to show you some art that somebody sent me recently. Bridget began to move. Her head turned, her tail curled. Bridget grew bigger and bigger. Soon she filled the sink. Look at Bridget.
He's real.
Wow.
He's real.
Zack moved Bridget to the tub and turned on the shower. Bridget stretched and she sighed. Oh, that feels so good, she said. Zack watched. Bridget grew larger and larger. She grew out of the tub and over the side. Oh my goodness. Shenanigans.
You.
Bridget moaned and groaned. She whipped her tail. She splashed water everywhere. "What is going on in there?" called Zack's mother. "I'm watering the alligator," said Zack. "Alligator? What alligator?" "The one Uncle Jim sent," Zack said. He heard his mother laugh. "Oh, I see. Well, clean up when you're done." "I will," said Zack. Bridget in there having herself a wash. Bridget crawled out of the tub and onto the floor. "I am hungry," she said. "Do you have any fish?" "I don't know," said Zack. "Let's go see." So Bridget followed Zack down the stairs and into the kitchen. She big. She very big. We can look that up. But they can get pretty big. Zack opened the refrigerator door. "No fish?" said Bridget. No fish," replied Zack. "But here is some meatloaf. I can fix you a meatloaf special." "What is that?" asked Bridget. "A surprise," said Zack. "Surprises? I love surprises," said Bridget. Oh my goodness.
He's eating cookies.
She's not eating cookies. She's eating. Oh, she is eating cookies. My bad. I thought that was a pot full of meatloaf. Bridget went into the living room and stretched out on the sofa. The sofa shook. Bridget looked at the TV. What a funny looking box, she said. She hollered to Zack. Hurry up with the food. I am coming, said Zack. She stretched out. Fancy. He was making his meatloaf. He was making his meatloaf special. Meatloaf, peanut butter, mustard, banana, and a couple of pickles. Zack, what are you doing? Asked his mother. I am fixing some meatloaf for Bridget. Who is Bridget? The alligator, said Zack. Oh, of course, said Mother. Well, save some for dinner. Of course, I will, said Zack. Sometimes books in our house get additions. Bridget ate every single bite of Zack's meatloaf special. Delicious, she announced. I have never eaten anything like that before. Back home in the glades, get that out of your mouth, please. I eat mostly fish and snakes and slugs. It's true, alligators will eat anything they can get into their mouth holes. If it's in the water and they can get it, they're gonna get it. Suddenly, Bridget jumped up from the sofa. Time for a walk, she said. Bridget wobbled to the door. Zack followed. Bridget's long tail knocked over a chair and some books off of the table. Away she goes. See? Whoosh.
And the cat run away.
Yeah, the cat is running.
Dad,
Zack picked up the chair and the books. We're going out, Mom, he called. We? She asked. Oh, yes. You and Bridget, I forgot. Well, don't be long. Dad will be home soon. Outside, Bridget was wrestling with the garden hose. I will get you, she growled. Urgh. She gave the hose a big bite. Chomp! Water squirted everywhere. How silly she is. What a pickle she's got herself into. Zack ran to turn the water off. That snake will not bother anyone ever again, said Bridget. Zack sighed and shook his head. Bridget took off down the sidewalk. Zack followed. You see his neighbor over there? She looks all, oh, what could that be? Just then, the mailman pulled up in his mail truck. What is that? Cried Bridget. Before Zack could answer, Bridget attacked. She bit the tire of the truck, causing air to hiss out. Dogs are bad enough, shouted the mailman, but I cannot handle this. No, sir. No alligators. The mailman jumped into his truck and drove away with a flat tire. Clump, clump, clump. Bridget shook her head. I am so glad we don't have those in the glades. Zack tried to say something, but Bridget was on her way once again.
Spider right there.
What?
A spider.
Yeah, that's an itty bitty little spider up there.
I don't know how.
It got up there by crawling. It's got 8 good legs to crawl with.
With the spider.
They came to a park. Bridget wanted to swing. After that, she climbed the monkey bars. Then she jumped on the seesaw. Zack had never seen anyone seesaw by themselves before. What would you do if you saw an alligator at the park on the swings? Next, Bridget ran to the merry-go-round. Round and round she went. Bridget began to sing. Oh, I am a gator from the glades, and I can do anything, and I mean anything.
Mom, look at that beautiful dog.
That is an Irish setter. They are an interesting breed of dog.
They look pretty.
Yes, they do.
I like the dogs that have like hair that is all over them and kind of like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do settle instead of settle because I can't find it.
No. You should be able to find settle.
No, settle. Like I settled down.
Settled,
I'm moving.
settle. Start looking for settle first.
Spider was moving. The spider was
Bridget
moving.
got so dizzy, she fell off the merry-go-round. Zack helped Bridget up. Just then, his best friend Turk rode up on his bicycle. Hey, Zack, said Turk. Where'd you get that alligator? From my Uncle Jim, said Zack. Some uncle, Turk said. Suddenly, Bridget said, What's that fuzzy wuzzy? The woman took one look at Bridget and picked up her dog. Come, Poopsie, she said, let Mama take you home. Bridget did a cartwheel. Who would want that fuzzy wuzzy anyway, she said. I'm thirsty, not hungry. She goes taking Poopsie home. Alligator's doing cartwheels. Tell you what. Bridget did a quick 1-2 and hop-skipped to the water fountain. She drank big, deep gulps of water. Zack and Turk watched. Zack, will you bring Bridget to school? Turk asked. Oh, I don't know, said Zack. A policeman came over. Excuse me, you need a leash for that alligator, he said. There is a law, you know. Oh, yes, sir, said Zack. Always leash your pets when you're out and about, folks.
Like, I with my dog.
The policeman frowned. We'll keep him under control. Him? Cried Bridget. Well, I beg his pardon. How rude. Hasn't he ever seen a girl gator before? You should totally bring her to school, said Turk. Maybe, said Zack. Although generally you can't really tell a boy gator from a girl gator, or any crocodilian. You can't tell them apart typically. Some species, like the gharial, the boys get this giant knob on the end of their nose. Makes them look cute to the girls. Okay. Zack and Turk rode Bridget around the park. Suddenly, Bridget began to shrink. I need more water, she said. Zack and Turk helped Bridget to the fountain. Bridget slurped the cool water. This place is simply too dry, she said. In the glades there is plenty of water, and moss and tall grasses. Where are the glades? Or what are the glades? Asked her. The Everglades, said Zack. They are in Florida, where my Uncle Jim lives.
I can't find settled. I started all the way at the beginning. But there's settle, and then...
I told you that settle would be okay.
Oh, I thought you said...
So, look. Settle. All of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's another settle underneath that settle.
What?
So you can settle while you settle. So those like 15 definitions is for settle 1. And then after all that, there's a settle 2.
14.
Do you think he would send me an alligator? Asked Turk. I don't know, said Zack. I will ask him though. That would be great. Turk waved as he rode off. We have to go now, said Zack. Hey, don't forget to bring Bridget to school, yelled Turk. Oh, please. Please, Bridget said to Zack. I want to see what school is like. We will see, said Zack. Do you need to go pee-pee?
If I'm
Do you need to go pee-pee? If you need to go, you should stop and go pee-pee.
I don't need to.
Okay. When they got home...
You dipped the one.
What?
You dipped the one.
Oh, I did. You're right. Thank you. On the way home, Bridget was shrinking more and more. She looked up to Zack with big, shiny alligator eyes. Will you water me again? She asked. I will water you every day, said Zack. Good, said Bridget. Bridget was getting smaller and smaller. She bobbed her head up and down and began singing. I am a gator from the glades, and I like to have fun every day. Oh, yeah. Look how teeny. Look how teenier. When they got home, Bridget was keychain size. Zack put her safely in his pocket. Hello, said Zack's father. Your mother said you were out with the alligator. May I see it? Oh, yes, sir. Zack pulled the keychain pulled out a keychain with a small alligator hanging from it. That's very nice, said his father. Now go wash up for dinner. Zack went upstairs to his room. He could hear his mother tell his father they would have chicken for dinner instead of meatloaf. Hey, are you all right? Whispered Zack. Never better, Bridget said. She yawned. Don't forget to water me tomorrow. I won't, said Zack. Look how itty bitty. Itty bitty. Zack put Bridget back into his pocket. Zack, called his mother. Dinner is ready. Oh, I'm coming, Zack called back. Zack felt Bridget move in his pocket. He patted his pocket, and he smiled. The end. That was fun, right? Oh my goodness. Now, do you think the alligator keychain was really an alligator that shrinks down when it gets dry? Or do you think he used his imagination to imagine that the alligator was running around and talking and doing things? What do you think? I think it'd be neat to see an alligator that does that. Well, friends, we will see you later. I hope you have a good day. Make sure you stay safe.
Bye-bye.
Drink
Bye.
lots of water. Do your homework if you got it. You can get some outside time. Get some outside time. Excuse me.
Bye bye.